Welcome to Talking Technology with NCBI Labs, where we believe that technology is the single greatest enabler for people with sight loss and all disabilities. If you are interested in the latest technology news, products, and innovations, then you've come to the right place.
So I'm sitting on the Washington Post
The Washington Post breaking news
website, and most people would navigate, using a website using things like H for headings and R for regions, or bring up your list of links and search for whatever you're looking for. Well, this page is a perfect example of a page that has things that probably should have been headings. And because they're not tagged as a heading, if I press the letter H, I'm never going to find it. So I'll go ahead and press H.
Control of Congress at stake as voters head to polls, heading level 2 link.
All right, there's one.
The 5 big questions on election day 2022, heading level 2 link.
There's another one.
9 storylines we're watching tonight, heading level 2 link.
All right, and they're all heading level 2. So I'm going to go back to the top.
The Washington Post break.
And instead of hitting H, I'm going to hit the letter Y. And for those who used to use Y for, I think it was moved to span. It's not span anymore. It's going to be moved to Smart Glance. And so I'll go ahead and press it.
Upcoming live events.
And it said upcoming live events. This is probably should have been a heading on the page. Now, leave it to newspapers to not mark something as a heading because, they're probably thinking of articles as headings. But this is something that is, probably something that would have been marked properly as some heading level. Now I'm going to go ahead and press a Y again.
Upcoming live events.
All right.
Most read.
Yeah. Most read.
Don't miss.
Don't miss.
For you.
For you.
For you.
Another for you.
Stay ahead of what's ahead.
Stay ahead what's ahead.
The 7 DMV.
And the 7 DMV, I assume it's DMV is DC, Virginia, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. I'll go ahead and press it again.
Listen now.
Listen now.
Wrapping the top. Upcoming live events.
And I'm back to the top. So those are things that should have been marked probably as a heading on the page because here's upcoming live events. If I press down,
link reader Q&A.
Reader Q&A.
Heading level 2 link chat with Alexandra Petri and tell her your jokes.
All right. So this is a perfect example of why somebody would have used a heading level. And because they didn't, I wasn't able to navigate to it. So adding Smart Glance, and you can edit your settings in Smart Glance inside Settings Center. In case you want to be having it look for something slightly different. It's based on things like font sizes that are different than the rest of the text on the page. So I'm not sure exactly. If I go back to it, let's go back to
upcoming live events.
Upcoming live events, and I'll press Insert F.
Font is bold Times New Roman 12 point.
So that's bolded, and that's why we probably jumped out and said, hey, this is something you wanted to pay attention to.
It's looking for something that's different to stand out on the page.
Yeah, exactly. And there's some pages it's not going to be useful for, like our version of one of our sporting events is Major League Baseball, and every team name is bolded. So it's probably a bad use case on certain pages. When the page loads, you're going to hear how many Smart Glance have been found on the page, and then you'll know whether or not you can use that command. I went to another page today and there was only one. So on this one, there happened to be about 6 or 7 or 8 or something like that. I didn't count. And I could bring up a list with, I think it's Insert Control Y. It's a terrible keystroke.
The Washington Post breaking news and latest.
We all have to be piano players to do these keystrokes. And it says
upcoming live events 1 of 8.
There's 8. So and now it's a list.
Most read 2. Don't miss 3. For you 4 of 8. Well plus being tips and guide.
So pretty straightforward. I'll hit Escape to get out.
Escape.
And I'm back to the regular web page. And that's the same as like getting a list of links, getting a list of tables, things like that.
Yeah. Absolutely, yeah. So that's a lovely extra feature. So it's looking for the bits that might have been missed before.
Yes. Yep. Exactly.
Thanks for listening to this NCBI Labs Talking Technology clip. For more just like this one, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. There you can also find loads of full podcast episodes. They're also available on your podcast app of choice or in the NCBI Smart Hub.